We'll start now the synthesis, second practical, to synthesize 1-phenyl iso 2-nephthol. So myself and my the lab mate Mr. Asrar and Kalim are with us. So today we will be having this practical. So synthesis of 1-phenyl iso 2-nephthol. You can say what is the structure of this. We have to synthesize this structure. So this is 1-phenyl and 2-nephthol. For this synthesis, you can see the structure. What are the chemicals we require? So if you carefully see the structure, here we can see that this part it is coming from the beta-nephthol. So that means we will be needing beta-nephthol for this synthesis, and this is the another part. If you see very carefully this part, it is, you can say, the phenyl diazonium salt. It is a phenyl diazonium salt. For this phenyl diazonium salt, we have already studied in the theory that if you are reacting aniline with sodium nitrite and concentrated hydrochloric acid, so we are easily getting this phenyl diazonium salts. What is that reaction? If you recall, yes, very good. That reaction is a diazotization reaction. Here it is a phenyl diazonium salt. That means we will be needing aniline, we will be needing NaNO2, and we will be needing the concentrated hydrochloric acid for this synthesis. And here you can see carefully the two types of the reactions are involved in it. One is diazotization, that is our step 1. So we will be preparing this phenyl diazonium salt by using aniline, NaNO2 and concentrated hydrochloric acid. And second, it is also a coupling reaction, means phenyl diazonium salt we are coupling with the beta-nephthol. So we need another solution, beta-nephthol. Beta-nephthol is not directly, it is in a solid form. So we will be dissolving beta-nephthol in 10% sodium hydroxide solution. So there are two portions of this synthesis. One portion is synthesis of phenyl diazonium salt, and second portion is coupling, means with beta-nephthol. So two solution we need. One is phenyl diazonium salt, another is beta-nephthol in sodium hydroxide. Now how this reaction is taking place, let us see the reaction. In this reaction, that is the step 1, we are using the aniline, NaNH2 aniline, and this aniline we are diazotizing with NaNO2 and concentrated hydrochloric acid. So we will be getting a diazonium salt. It is a phenyl diazonium chloride. And what is the next step? To this phenyl diazonium chloride, then we are adding the beta-nephthol, 2-nephthol or beta-nephthol in 10% NaOH. This is the diazotization part, and second is the coupling part. So it will be adding on the first position of the beta-nephthol. Coupling reaction. And we are getting our product as 1-phenyl 2-nephthol. So this is 1-phenyl iso, because here is the iso, so 1-phenyl iso 2-nephthol. So this is the overall reaction. Now next part is the procedure of this reaction. For this reaction, we will be needing aniline. Okay. Now we will be needing aniline. We will be needing the NaNO2. We will be needing the HCl solution. That is our first part of this synthesis. Second part is that we will be preparing a solution of beta-nephthol in sodium hydroxide, and then we will add that diazonium salt solution to the beta-nephthol solution, so that we will be getting the final product. So let us see the procedure of this reaction. Now here we will be needing the 4 gram of the aniline. Just note down the requirements. Or you can have the, you can say near about the 4 ml of the aniline. Then we will be needing 12.8 ml of concentrate hydrochloric acid. After that we will be needing near about 13 ml of distilled water, or 12.8 ml or 13 ml of distilled water for this first part. Next we will be needing 3.2 gram of NaNO2. And also we will be around 6.2 gram of beta naphthol, and then we will be needing around 40 ml 10% NaOH. So now I will explain the procedure of this synthesis. These are the requirements we have seen. So let us see the procedure. So here that is solution 1. What we have to do? We have to take the 4 ml aniline, and this 4 ml aniline we will be adding nearly 12.8, or you can say just 13 ml or 12.8 ml of concentrated hydrochloric acid to this aniline solution, and we have to do this addition in a 250 ml beaker. In a 250 ml beaker. To this solution, then we will be adding, we will be diluting this solution with 12.8 or nearly you can say 13 ml distilled water. So this is, you can say, solution A. This solution A you have to keep in a ice bath, cold ice bath. Remember one important thing. This is the isotization reaction, and here temperature plays a very important role. So it should be taken place in a cold solution, nearly 0 to 5 degree centigrade. If your temperature is rising above, you will not get the yield, you will not get the product. So temperature control is very important in diazotization type of the reactions. So cool this solution, keep in the ice bath. So we will give this as a solution A. Now next, second solution we have to prepare. What is that? I am giving solution A. Now solution B. So in this, dissolve 3.2 gram NaNO2, 3.2 gram sodium nitrite NaNO2, where in distilled water, in nearly you can say 15 ml distilled water. So I am giving this as a solution B. NaNO2 in distilled water, it is a solution B. Also keep this solution in ice bath. Solution A, solution B, both separately we are keeping in the ice bath. You prepare this solution B also in a 250 ml beaker and keep in the ice bath. Now temperature control is very important. So we are having solution A and solution B. Now what you have to do? Step 3, add solution to solution B. Add solution B to solution A. What is solution B? Sodium nitrite solution in distilled water. And what is solution A? That is aniline in hydrochloric acid. So in portion, in near about 1 to 2 ml portion, in cold condition we have to add NaNO2 solution to the aniline solution, portion wise, drop wise, in a 2 to 3 ml drop wise, but with continuous stirring, vigorous stirring you can say. Continuous stirring you will not directly add, but in a cold condition, 0 to 5 degrees centigrade, maintaining the cold condition. So this will give you, that is your phenyl diazonium solution, diazonium salt. So now phenyl diazonium salt is ready. Now what we have to prepare, we can say next solution. So that is a beta naphthol solution. I am giving a solution C. Okay, what is the solution C? You have to add dissolve 6.2 gram of beta naphthol, 6.2 gram beta naphthol in 40 ml 10% NaOH solution, 40% 10% NaOH solution. This solution we are giving a name as solution C. Now what we have to do? That slowly add this solution C, that is beta naphthol in NaOH. So slowly add solution C, beta naphthol solution to the diazonium salt solution. To diazonium salt solution. But not directly, in a portion continuous stirring and under cold condition. While this addition and continuous stirring, you will be getting our product, that is precipitate form of the product, that is 1-phenyl iso 2-naphthol. Okay, so this is the explanation of the procedure. Now we will actually see how to perform this practical and also the calculation part. So now we will continue with the actual practical experimental part. Here we are weighing the chemical now. So first I am going to take that is solid 3.2 gram of NaNO2. So I am just making it here, and you can see this is a sodium nitrite solution, solid order. So 3.2 gram I have to weigh. So roughly 3.2 gram, that is NaNO2 solution, solid order. Now next we will be needing a beta naphthol also for this synthesis. So beta naphthol 6.2 gram. Beta naphthol 6.2 gram. You can see 6.2 gram of beta naphthol. Then we will be needing here the aniline. So aniline we will be taking 4 ml of the aniline. So this is the aniline, 4 ml we have taken. So I am just adding this in this 250 ml beaker. To this 4 ml aniline we will be adding the 13 ml of the concentrated hydrochloric acid. So further we will be doing all the addition on our bench. So now after we have weighed our solids, we have taken the aniline also. Okay. 4 ml of the aniline, and now we will be doing the addition. So before that I told that temperature is very important factor. So these are the 3 ice bar we are keeping ready. So just give me the ice. This is the ice bath ready. Now what we will do, we perform the step 1. What is step 1? 4 ml of the aniline and 13 ml of the concentrated hydrochloric acid. So already this aniline 4 ml we have taken. Now 13 ml of the concentrated hydrochloric acid we will take. So concentrated sulfuric hydrochloric acid, and this addition shall be done in a cold condition. So we are keeping this aniline in this ice bath. Okay, so 13 ml of this concentrated hydrochloric acid. So we will be adding it with a rigorous stirring continuously, and not directly add in portion. Continuously we have to stir it. And we will be diluting it. So we will be needing 30 ml of the distilled water. So we dilute it with 30 ml of distilled water. We portion your curd. You can see here aniline solution. This one. So this is solution A. Okay. Now solution B. What is solution B? That is NaNO2 solution. So 3.2 gram NaNO2 in 15 ml of distilled water. I will use the second ice bath for this one. So this is already your weight. That is the 3.2 gram of NaNO2 solution. And to this, in cold condition, we will be adding the 15 ml of distilled water. Use the NaNO2 solution. That is 2.2 gram NaNO2 in 15 ml of distilled water, but in a ice cold condition. And what is the next step? Our next step is add solution B, NaNO2 solution, to solution A dropwise. This is our solution A, aniline solution, and this is our NaNO2 solution. So in portion we have to add, not the whole. In cold condition, all the addition must be done, and with vigorous stirring, and in portion. So in portion we are adding this. So this is our now solution ready, that is diazonium salt solution. Okay. In a cold condition we have prepared it. Okay. Now what next? We will keep it aside, and we will be preparing now the beta naphthol in NaNH2. So another ice bath I am using. So for that one I am using the beaker, beta naphthol, and 40 ml 10% NaOH solution. 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is the, you can say, beta naphthol in NaOH solution. Okay. 6.2 gram of beta naphthol in 40 ml NaOH. So just in a cold condition we have to perfectly dissolve it. So NaNH2 is soluble in beta naphthol is soluble in NaOH solution. In cold condition I am thus dissolving it properly, making a clear solution of it. Okay. This will be a solution C. This solution we will be adding to this diazonium salt solution in the portion wise, but in cold condition. Vigorous stirring and continuously dissolve it properly, all the beta-naphthol in NaOH. If it is not dissolving, little bit add more NaOH, 10 ml or something. You have to dissolve it properly. We will need a complete cold condition, so we will be adding more ice before this addition. Once we add this solution C to the diazonium salt solution, very cold conditions are needed. So here we are adding ice to this phenyl diazonium salt solution. This is a beta-naphthol solution. Now once it is completely dissolved, in portion wise we will be adding this to the beta-naphthol solution. So I will show you, just pause. Okay, so now here we are adding this beta-naphthol solution in diazonium salt solution. So you can see that the product is forming this, and there should be a continuous addition. You can see the product is forming here. But cold condition and continuous stirring is very, very important. So you can see here the product is there. We will be filtering it now. So I am arranging the assembly for the filter. Already we have made the assembly. So now our product is ready. After addition we got this product. So we will be filtering it. Thank you. So let us see, we filter our product. So I am just filtering it. So this is our product on the filter paper. What is it? 1-phenyl iso 2-naphthol has been done, and now you can say this is the product and it is filtering out. Okay, so let it complete filtration to complete, and after that we will be drying this product. Now this filtration is completed. So this is our product. Still we have to keep it for drying. So let us dry it. So we have kept our product for drying. Okay, now after the complete drying, what we will do, we will take the melting point of this product as well as the theoretical yield, and then we will calculate the practical yield. Now let us see the calculation part, that is finding out the theoretical yield. Okay, so calculation of this experiment, of this synthesis. So if you see, this is the reaction. For any calculation of any synthesis, here the reaction is very important. So we used aniline, and here we diazotized it, NaNO2 HCl. We formed diazonium salt, and then we added beta-naphthol, and we got the final product. Okay, so it is a mole to mole reaction. If you see the molecular weight of aniline, that is 93, okay, and if you see the molecular weight of this final product, that is 258. So what does the reaction say? That 93 gram aniline will yield 258 gram product. Our product, you know that it is a 2-phenyl azo, 1-phenyl azo 2-naphthol, but here we have not taken 93 gram of the aniline. Instead, we have taken 4 gram aniline. So 4 gram will give X of the product. So find out the value of X is equal to 258 into 4 divided by 93. That is coming nearly to 11.09 gram. So this is our theoretical yield. So this is the overall calculation. So this is about the calculation part and overall synthesis, reaction, procedure explanation and actual experimental part of this reaction. So hope you have learnt about this synthesis of 1-phenyl azo 2-naphthol, you can say using aniline and beta-naphthol.